Olympic Park, Beijing, China.
Scene of heroic sports performances, world records, and glittering prizes.
Where opportunities are seized and reputations forged.
And the atmosphere is breathtaking. Hello and welcome to Mystery Science Theater Formula E. The sport is great and thriving, but I still want to make fun of it. You most likely already know what Formula E is, the open-wheel street racing series with electric cars, so I don't have to explain it much further. We'll start at the beginning, the very first race in Beijing. It's only one race a month, so I can catch up to the second season pretty quickly without lagging behind too long. So, let's begin by getting acquainted with our drivers. So many seconds in here, I can't tell who's the second driver. Oh, I can't make fun of Catherine Legg. But then again, she does drive the Delta Wing. Nah, I'm gonna pass. Oh, you were saying? You are very lucky because I have no idea who you are. Is this the new place disgraced F1 drivers fall back to? Did they run out of seats in IndyCar? Watch as the already massive hype bubble bursts. We already have electric trains, we don't need you. I do not know who you are either.
It's really a pleasure for me and an honor for me to work with someone like Jarno Trulli. For sure, he's the best Italian driver that we have ever had in Formula 1.
Oh, please. Is Monaco even big enough to have a racing team? Sahazan's done so many things, what do I make fun of him for? I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. Who likes Bird on a Stick? Aw, that's a cute little record.
In 1899, the 60-mile-an-hour speed record was broken just outside of Paris. Le Jamais Content was the name of the vehicle, powered by electricity and running on Michelin tires.
Paving the way for product placement in 2014.
My name is Jack Nichols. Alongside me in the commentary box is 3 times Indianapolis 500 winner Dario Franchitti. Reporting from the pit lane, we have Nicky Shields.
And I am Matt. I'm gonna be taking a piss out of you 3. What a strange day in China. You can actually see the sky. Try not to get too attached to any of these people. Half of them will be gone by the time the season ends. We're off on the 2014 Beijing ePrix, and nothing happens on the first turn. But Frank Montagny tries to go past Shaw Peak on turn 2, nearly sending Pick into the wall. And Bruno goes over the sausage curb, breaking his suspension and poking Sato at the same time. Jesus Christ, Bruno! The train ran out of juice already? Home driver, home team, home race. Humiliation cubed. Oriol taming the dragon. I'll take this over roller coasters any day. And the racing is clipped by the balls with the first safety car of the series. However, 3 laps later, we already go green again. Pun not intended. You're trying to make the cars look fast, but you're only getting me confused. Oh great, more stuff to crack my head with. Smoking. Now eco-friendly. And just when I call it clean. When people watch racing with their ears instead of their eyes, they miss the good stuff. There's never an outlet nearby when you most need it. Oh my god, this camera's so great.
And we've got one person into the pits. That's Stefan Sarazan, I think, going into the pit lane. Yes, and Jaime Alguersuari. So both of those guys coming in reasonably early, considering they haven't necessarily had that much pace.
Yeah, they're going to try the undercut.
Undercut up your ass! Don't start that here too! See, we don't need Trulli to make the trains here. I like those huge knobs you got there. Don't you love it when back markers are nice and creative at the same time? No point in wasting power they could be using in their phones instead. Karun Chandok easily flies past. Things heat up nicely close to the end. Ooh, I almost thought he did that on purpose.
A drive-through penalty for Catherine Legg in the Amna Naguri car for crossing the pit exit line.
That's not surprising. Did you see a little kitten going over there? Or there?
Nerves in the Venturi pit. They know they could win the first ever Formula E race, and what an event it would be for Venturi, the team that's been co-founded by Leonardo DiCaprio.
I was gonna make a joke about DiCaprio finally winning something, but after recent events, I kind of can't do that anymore. His smile is almost as big as his nose.
Didn't both these guys drive for Rebellion?
Yes. Yes. In fact, were they not teammates this year when they won in LMP2?
They might be.
At Le Mans.
Just when you think it couldn't get any better. Shutting the door on the last corner, a family classic. And sausage curbs continue to do their job. And in the end, Lucas Di Grassi wins the very first Formula E race, with Frank Montagny in second and Daniel Abt in third. But Abt got a penalty, so Sam Bird is in third place actually. This series couldn't get any more dramatic. His disbelief is even bigger than his nose. Streaking across the track, Heidfeld hurries towards Prost, in order to talk it out like civilized people. Yes! The trophy's not made out of cheap plastic! Well, this was a good start for a new series. Well, if you liked this first episode, then yay! But if you didn't like it, then too bad, because I already made the whole first season. So, you're just gonna not have to watch the rest. Well, I have surprisingly little stuff to talk about in here. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you on the next race.